ओके। वाहगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह। राम राम, वालेकुम सलाम, good evening and good morning to overseas. My name Rimple Kaur, co-founder of Jeevan Charge. Today, along with head of the Human Empowerment Cell, Vindri Kaur, bring a new series, Locus of Control. So today, a topic, Locus of Control. What does it mean? Okay, this is, yeah, live is there. So today we'll understand the term locus of control. Crafting the art of human empowerment. Very rightly said by Julian B. Roter that locus of control is a degree to which people believe that they, as opposed to external forces beyond their influence, have control over the outcome of events in their lives. So you will get to know about this quote very clearly when I'll step into the next slide. When we'll understand what is internal and what is external locus of control. I'm just giving you the brief so that you understand exactly what we are going to do in this series. So internal और external. Internal होता है जब हम अपनी responsibility खुद लेते हैं. When I say that I am responsible for my own action and that I have control, right? External होता है जब हम outside external forces से influence होके control उनके हाथ में देते हैं. And we always in a blame game कि मैंने नहीं किया, ये तो उसने ऐसा किया, ये तो कुदरत ने ऐसे किया, right? So जब हम external forces से influence होके उन पे blame game डालते हैं. So this picture will explain you very clearly. So what does we understand about internal locus of control and how external locus of control impacts our life. So internal is active, external को हम easy word में बोल सकते हैं passive. So internally जब हम बोलते हैं I make things happen, like I take my own responsibility, I heal myself, I accept myself, I approve myself, right? I am responsible for my perception towards the situation and the people. जहाँ हमारा पैशन आता है, जहाँ हमारा हार्ड वर्क आता है, जहाँ हम बोलते कि ओ दिस इज माय गोल, आई हैव टू अचीव, कि हम जो बोलते हैं हम मैनिफेस्ट कर देते हैं उसको with the right positive attitude. Means I can determine my own future. I am in control of my life and its direction. जब हम खुद अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी खुद लेते हैं. एंड वेरी राइटली जीवन जांच का मंत्र भी यही है, आप सवारे मैं मिलया सुख होवे. कि आई हैव टू चेंज माई सेल्फ, आई हैव टू टेक माई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. बट सॉरी, हम सारी जिंदगी एक्सटर्नल लोकस ऑफ कंट्रोल में रहते हैं. वाई मी, वाई नॉट अदर्स? मेरी किस्मत ऐसी क्यों थी, मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ, मेरे रिलीजन की वजह से मेरे से ऐसे हुआ, वाई इट हैपेंस टू मी. वो इन्फ्लुएंस की वजह से हम दुखी रहते हैं. हम ट्रिगर्स आते हैं, हम हैंडल नहीं कर पाते हैं. बट जो लोग इंटरनल लोकस ऑफ कंट्रोल के साथ रहते हैं, वो कोई भी लाइफ में सिचुएशन आती है उसको ब्यूटीफुली हैंडल कर पाते हैं. बट उसके लिए जो आज हमारे विंद्री कौर जी, राइट, जो जिनको मैं बुआ जी बोलती हूँ प्यार से, सारी दुनिया बुआ जी बोलते हैं, तो आज उन्होंने हमें आज यही समझाना है कि ये इंटरनल लोकस ऑफ कंट्रोल के लिए हमें कैसे अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी खुद लेनी है. I have that ability to respond. So I welcome Vindri Kaurji, who is a spiritual healer, a universal healer, who is healing thousands of lives with spirituality. She is also She also have done more than 18 therapies, right, Buaji?
Yes, yes.
A lot of studies from last 20 years to heal herself and the world. So I think she's the right example of internal locus of control. Along with her, today I would like everyone to big round of applause to my human empowerment team, to Vindri Kaur, दीपिका ओब्राय, जो अगेन एक साइकोलॉजिस्ट हैं, सेल्फलेसली जीवन जांच में काम कर रहे हैं, अपना चला रहे हैं, हर्षाली मुंडाए, जो भी एक साइकोलॉजिस्ट है. जितने आप ये पोस्टर्स देखते हो, जितना आप ये कंटेंट देखते हो, सो मेरी पूरी टीम, दिल्ली वालों ने पूछा ये इतना बुआ जी कैसे कर पा रहे हो, तो बुआ जी ने बोला मैं अकेली नहीं हूँ, मेरे पास पूरी टीम है, मेरी फौज है. तो ये अब कुछ फौज के नाम मैंने आपके सामने लिखे, जिन्होंने आज लोकस ऑफ कंट्रोल को बनाने के लिए, कंटेंट बनाने के लिए, ये पोस्टर्स बनाने के लिए, ये प्रेजेंटेशन बनाने के लिए, ये जो मेहनत की है उसके लिए दर्शी मुलानी है, very creative. Jamima, again a counselor working in the school. Darshi working in Guru Nanak School. Aminder Kaurji from Chennai. Riya Shah from Mumbai. Rimple Kaur. हम सबने मिलके ये पूरा कंटेंट जो ये सीरीज है वो अजय के साथ मिलके ये हमने बनाने की कोशिश की रही है. होप आप सबको इसमें से कुछ पाया जाए और हम कुछ अपनी लाइफ में इंप्लीमेंट करें ताकि हम एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन बने. So are we all ready? I want a big round of applause. ये चाहिए हम लोग को, कुछ नहीं चाहिए और. Smile. और जो वीडियोस ऑन रहेंगे तो और अच्छा लगेगा. Right? So thank you so much. Over to Vindri Kaur ji.
वाहगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहगुरु जी की फतेह. Good evening to all. Good morning to the overseas. Ram Ram ji. So you got an idea about the series. I want you to be very, very attentive, very serious about it. बड़े programs, बड़े series हम लोगों ने किए हैं. But today I will request you, please become very serious because this is the internal journey. We are going to empower. We are going to empower. Wherever you feel you are not able to understand, please question. Put up your questions wherever you feel. So that is why I say, be very attentive. अब ये सोच लो, बहुत खेल कूद लिया, serious work शुरू करो. It will bring transformation and bring a lot of joy and happiness into your life. Now, it says, usually we hear people saying, are you the master of your own destiny? Are you the master of your own destiny? Or do you feel that you're being controlled by some fate or by some mysterious forces? But हमने ये सुनने में आया कि we create our own destiny. Creating our own destiny, we have to understand that we are that internal locus of control. Because usually in life, we people are always in the blame game. Asi blame game which is always blaming. Even if something happened inside us, also we say it is a blame game. उनकी वजह से ये हुआ है. अगर बाहर कुछ भी हुआ तो we are always blaming, and we are in the external locus of control. So we are coming to the human empowerment. We are trying to empower each and every one of us. So please be very attentive to it. Now, when we talk about the external and the internal, is internal important or it is the external locus control? Which is important? Is it the internal? Put a thumbs up who agrees to it. Put a thumbs up. So that means you agree. I want everyone, all are behind the screen. Why? Kyun? Are you scared? Are you people scared? No. Please come onto the screen. It inspires us when we see your faces. देखते ना तुहानू सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸੁਣ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ. So we get inspired. So इसका मतलब कि ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ एक feel करते हैगे हो कि the internal is important, is very, very important. So that is why now we have to understand कि अगर internal locus of control is important, तो how do we empower? We are going to take 5 days. 5 days we will be taking. First day, we are going to take responsibility. Second day, we are going to take emotional imbalances. Third day, we are going to take assertiveness. Fourth day, we are going to take resilience. And the fifth day is going to be our whole human empowerment. So please, my humble request, be very attentive. Be very attentive. Now you will see that the first of them that we are going to take, how to empower ourselves. Today, the topic that's going to be is taking responsibility. Yes, you're बहुत कुछ. Haven't we heard this नाम? ये नाम सुना हुआ ना आप सब लोगों ने? Responsibility, responsibility. नाम सिमरन के कार्ड भी है, वहां पे भी लिखा हुआ take our responsibility. Now, what is the meaning of responsibility? What do you mean by responsibility? You have to take your own personal responsibility. Now, responsibility divided into two. दो हिस्से में कर दो. एक है response और the other is ability. That means जिंदगी में कुछ भी होता है, अंदर या बाहर कुछ भी होता है, you have to have the ability. You must have the knowledge. Your vision must be wide, ताकि हम respond कर सके. नहीं तो हम क्या कहते हैं? एक्शन का रिएक्शन होता है. यूजुअली एक्शन का रिएक्शन होता है. जब एक्शन का रिएक्शन होता है तो व्हाट हैपेंस? यूजुअली वी पीपल आर इन अ मेस. किसी ने एक बोला तो हमने दो बोल दिया, किसी ने 5 बोला तो हमने 10 बोल दिया. तो एक्शन एंड रिएक्शन. तो व्हाट विल हैपन? सिचुएशंस डोंट सेटल डाउन. दे डोंट सेटल डाउन, बल्कि खराब ही हो जाता है. द सिचुएशन खराब ही होता है. बट वी से रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. When something happens internal or external, कुछ भी हो रहा है, कोई situation भी आती है, तो we have to respond. We are not going to react. React is negative, responding is positive. Now, how do we respond? We have to have the ability. We have to have the ability. हमारे अंदर इतनी ताकत, हमारे इतनी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए ताकि हम कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करें और सिचुएशन को हैंडल कर सके. अगर हम हैंडल नहीं कर पाएंगे तो व्हाट विल हैपन? वी विल फॉल सिक. रिलेशनशिप विल गो डाउन द ड्रेन. एनवायरमेंट खराब हो जाएगा. एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग टू बी डिस्टॉर्टेड. व्हाई? बिकॉज वी नेवर रिस्पॉन्डेड. वी जस्ट reacted. So we responded with the ability. With the ability. Now that ability जो है, that strength जो है, how to respond. What are we doing? We use the 4 A's. 4 A's. Now देखो, we are going to slowly empower ourselves. We are empowering ourselves. अपने आप को ताकत बना रहे. Empowerment. ਅਸੀਂ ਟਹਿ ਟੇਰੀ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, इमोशनली वीक हैगियां. कोई गल हो गई तो बीमार पै गए, दवाइयां खा लेतियां, हैंडल नहीं कर पाए. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਪਾਊਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਏ, ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਏ, ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਏ, ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਤੇ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਏ. ਸੋ ਵਾਟ ਹੈਪਨ? ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ, ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਉਹ ਅਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਵਾਟ ਡਸ ਇਟ ਸੇ? ਟੂ ਟੇਕ ਦ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ, we have the 4 A's. The first A is awareness. The first A is awareness. ਹੁਣ awareness ਕੀ ਹੈ? Awareness means ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ एकदम चौकन्ना रहना चाहिए. You have to be very aware, alert. You have to be very alert. Are we alert? No. What are we alert on? कि बाहर क्या हो रहा है, किसी के घर में क्या हो रहा है, किसी की बीवी ने क्या किया, किसी के बच्चों ने क्या किया. We are very alert. कान खड़े हो जाते हैं एकदम alert. But we have to be very alert because we are going to empower ourselves. Why we are going to empower ourselves? Because ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀ ਵੀਕਨੈਸ ਕਿਉਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ? ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਆਫ ਆਰ ਥਾਟਸ. ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਆਫ ਆਰ ਥਾਟਸ. ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਥਾਟਸ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨਾ, ਤਾਂ ਵਾਟ ਹੈਪਨ? ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀ ਇੱਕਦਮ that you can say the power goes down. We start feeling weak and we feel as if that ਤਾਕਤ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਰੀਰ ਤੇ. Why? Because of the negative thoughts, because of the negative emotions. And we've never bothered, we never even knew the importance of it. ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਇਤਨੀ ਅਹਿਮੀਅਤ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ. We have not given the importance to the thoughts. But from a few years, you see that we are giving a lot of importance to thoughts. because ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ thoughts ਹੀ ਹਨ, they have lot of power. Our thoughts have lot of power. This is the power of the thoughts that can build and that can destroy. So that means the first is that you have to have awareness. You have to be alert. चौकन्ना होना पड़ेगा. On what thing? On all your thoughts. You have to be very, very careful of your thoughts. Are you having thoughts of negativity? अगर negative thoughts आने, you have to counteract it. उन्हें counteract करना पड़ेगा. अगर थोड़े thoughts and emotions are again, you have to know how to fight against it. There has to be a war inside. But agar we are not even aware of it, and we're just leading a haphazard life, then what will happen? We are going to fall ill, our relationships are going to become bad. So we have to be very alert and very aware on our thoughts. Now, when we are very aware, now you see it written there, difference between awareness and self-awareness. Now, awareness is what? Your thoughts. You have to be aware of your thoughts. Is it negative? You have to make it positive. And if it is positive, you have won the battle. You have to be aware of it. But they say that is self-awareness. Now, what is that self? The self is the soul conscious. The self is mana tu jot swarup hai. The self is what? That is absolutely pure and flawless. That is my identity. That is God. जिसको हम नाम भी कहते हैं, जिसको हम oneness कहते हैं, जिसको हम प्रभु कहते हैं, ईश्वर कहते हैं. So many names we have got for that. So what happened? This self means our identity, and you have to be aware of it. Usually we are in our own world. ये मेरा है, ये मेरा घर, and we are not aware of our own identity. That is why living in the body conscious, we are दुखियां, क्योंकि असी शरीर ते तल दे ऊपर जी रहे हैं. Because of this problem, what happened? We are always very unhappy. But we have to always be aware, Mana tu jot swarup hai. You are the soul conscious that never dies. You are flawless. You have an ocean of totally positive energy. So you have to be self-awareness. And you have to be aware also what? Of the thoughts. So दोनों चीजें आ गई. Negative thoughts आ गई हैं. Okay, you are aware. Negative thoughts have come into the consciousness. मन के अंदर awareness आ गई कि मेरे अंदर negative thoughts हैं. But you know at the same time, I am मन तो ज्योत स्वरूप है. My self-awareness. So I know where I can get the positive energy. So first A is awareness, which you have to be very, very careful that we have to be aware. पूरी जिंदगी असी इंजे ही कट देती, अपने मस्त मौला मस्ती विच ही रह देती. प्लीज become aware, क्योंकि शरीर ਨੂੰ जो भी कुछ हो रहा है, whatever is happening to this is becoming ill, is being destroyed, relationships are becoming bad. This is only because we are not aware of our thoughts. We are not aware of our self-awareness. Thoughts के अंदर negative है, self-awareness के अंदर की है साडा identity है. So दो लड़ाइयां हो गई. Negative आ गया, सानू पता किथे जाना, असी अपने self-awareness ते जाना है. मैं अपने मूल तो जाना है, मैं अपने उस तीरथ ते जाना. I have to take all the positive energy and I have to transmute my negative thoughts. This is the game inside. Now, this is the first A. Now, what is this next one? Is acknowledgement. You have to acknowledge. Now, what have you to acknowledge? Now you become aware. But now you have to acknowledge what? The knowledge, the wisdom, and the intuitions. You have to now acknowledge. You have to accept it. That without knowledge, it is not possible. Today, whatever we are doing on this platform, we are sharing and all, this is all the knowledge. Knowledge we get outside. You go into the other knowledge, you will see that there are so much knowledge considering about history, geography, science, so many things. These are also knowledge, examples of knowledges. This is also knowledge. This is all about the geography we are doing. So what happened? This knowledge we are taking. This is all also, you see, this is physics and mathematics. These are also the knowledge we are taking. But this is okay for our career. Historical dates, this is also the thing. But what are we going to do about the wisdom? Wisdom is positive. I will not say that knowledge is not positive. Knowledge is positive. But जब तक ਅਸੀਂ knowledge ਨੂੰ wisdom नहीं बना देंगे तब तक ਅਸੀਂ नहीं चल सकते. For example, from where do we get this knowledge for our wisdom? Knowledge and wisdom are two things. Where do we get the knowledge? One is the knowledge that वो असर किताबी कीड़ा ਜਿਹੜਾ है ਸਕੂਲਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੜਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ. ਇੱਕ knowledge ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ, ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਗ੍ਰੰਥਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ. We get all this knowledge from the granths. But we are reading. We are reading the Ramayana. We are reading the Mahabharata. We are reading the Guru Granth Sahib. We are reading the Quran. We are reading everything. But we are just reading and getting that knowledge. तू सुने ते तू काट देता. But the day we start walking on it, the day we understand, first you have to read, you have to understand. You have to understand the concepts. And then you have to walk on it. When you start walking on it, that knowledge turns into wisdom. Because when you are walking on it, means you are implementing, you start experiencing. What do you experience? Enlightenment. You experience happiness. You experience high spirit, chardi kala. You experience that the world is beautiful. Why? Because you are walking on those documents or on that knowledge which have been given to us from the granths, from the shastras. We have started walking on it. We are applying it in our life. So that has turned into wisdom. How does it show that it becomes to wisdom? Because we start experiencing. So when we are experiencing it, transformation takes place. Transformation is taking place. And when transformation starts taking place, then what happens? We start going into the intuitions. Then we know introspection under dialogues. We go under our own dialogues and we know what is right, what is wrong, which decision to be taken, what not to be taken. These are intuitive. So that means the first A was awareness. Second was acknowledgement of the knowledge, wisdom, and intuitions. All are very, very important. These three has to be gained. Without knowledge, there is no way out. There is no way out. अगर आज ऐसी awareness भी करनी है of myself, I must have the knowledge. मनु knowledge तो चाहिए दी है ना कि मन तो ज्योत स्वरूप है. You are the soul conscious. You are not the body conscious. Who tells us? These are from the documents, from our shastras and from our own granths. This is what we get. So you have to read it, you have to understand it, and then we take this knowledge and we do it. But first we have to become aware. भाई बड़ी तकलीफ है, बॉडी में बहुत दर्द है, बहुत प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, we are going haywire. We are becoming aware. Why we are becoming aware? Because it's giving us a problem. It's giving a problem to our relationships. It's giving problem to our own physical body. It's giving a problem to our children. It's giving problem to the society. So what happens? This we are becoming aware. When we become aware of it, then we say, okay, now we need the knowledge. Now we need the knowledge because we have to empower ourselves. So when we take the knowledge, we have to understand the difference between knowledge, wisdom, and intuition. Khali sara pad lena, read karna, any of the shastras, any of the granth, any of the holy books, just reading is just a knowledge. मैं बहुत ज्ञानी हो गया, मनु बहुत कुछ पता लग गया, पर जदों किसी ने मन कुछ कह देता तो मैं अपना आपा गवा देता, मनु क्रोध आ गया. No, sorry. That means that is just a knowledge which you have gained. You have not gone to the next step of wisdom. So that means knowledge is very, very important. So you have to acknowledge it. Now, when we have acknowledged it, so you have to understand one thing, that when we have started acknowledging our knowledge, wisdom, intuitions, there are going to be many concepts that are going to be cleared up. जब तक सारे लोगों के अंदर दे concepts clear नहीं होंगे, we will not be able to go to the next A. We will not be able to go to the next A. See, understanding that kindness and empathy often leads to stronger relationship. ये सारा तुहानू ज्ञान हो गया. This is all that we are getting the knowledge. But we have to use it, no? We have to apply it in our daily life. when to speak, how to speak, to listen, experiencing, understanding. All this is what we are knowing. But after knowing all this, we have to apply it. Then only knowing and knowledge turns to our wisdom. Jadoo wisdom ho jandi hai na, then there's an insight. Then there's an experience. And you can immediately ekdam feel it. What's wrong? What's right? What are the different solutions? You can analyze. ये सब अंदर दी खेड चल रही है. But this also happens when you are starting experiencing it. You start experiencing it. Now, when you have started experiencing all these things, you are having deeper understanding because to see knowledge to nikal ke tusi wisdom tak chale gaye ho. जब तुझे knowledge to wisdom चले जाते हो, they say the third A is what? Acceptance. It is acceptance. Now to accept, to get into this next A, acceptance, you have to change your perceptions, our belief systems. We've always been living in fear. And that fear has been always controlling our life. We have given it all to these forces. But agar ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਲਈਏ, concepts clear ਹੋ ਜਾਵਣ, and we know what and when to talk, what is good and what is not good, what are the transformations. ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ concepts clear ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ, then we learn to accept. If I tell you today, okay, someone hit you, doesn't matter, you say sorry, you say get to hell. क्यों मैं बोला sorry? गलती उसने की थी, मैं क्यों बोला sorry? But the concept says what? That you have to say sorry. You have to say sorry. But why you have to say sorry? You have to clear it up. In knowledge dasdi hai. Knowledge dasdi hai कि no one is at fault, no one is right and no one is wrong. कोई भी गलत नहीं है. No one is bad. सारे अच्छे. We are not supposed to be blaming. Why not to be blaming? Because what you sow, so shall you reap. Dadda dosh na deo kisi. You read the whole Shabad. It tells don't blame. Take the responsibility. Because you are to be blamed for it. Because what you sow, so shall you reap. So the concept is very clear. This knowledge is very clear. And when you start walking on it, without walking, you will not accept. But when you start walking on it, and you turn knowledge into wisdom, then acceptance comes very easily. The third A of acceptance becomes very, very easy for us. Because then, jo bhi halat honde, jo bhi situations aande, we accept it with a very beautiful vision, with full concepts clear, taking full responsibility, with total awareness, with all the tools of that wisdom and knowledge, we have taken it. And then only we go into the third, where we are taking them to acceptance. When we take and we become the total acceptance, that means we have become now the warriors. We are no more the victim. We were always in the blame game. We were always in the blame game. But the third A says that when you start taking everything very gracefully and you accept every situation and handle them beautifully, it means that that energy of acceptance, which is a very positive energy, very, very positive energy, you are empowering yourself. बड़ी बार लोग कह देते हैं जी जो ऐसी चीजों को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं ना वो बहुत वीक होता है. No, the person who accepts the thing are warriors, are fighters, are very strong. It's not easy to accept. But the knowledge has made it very clear that why you have to accept it. Why the third A? Why we have to accept it? Why? Because sanu pure concept clear ho gaya, knowledge is given to us. So acceptance becomes very easy and we go into total surrender. And we become warriors. We don't become a victim. When we become warriors, mean we are empowering ourselves. We are not weak. We are empowering ourselves. Until we don't accept, we cannot let go. Until we don't accept, we cannot let go. When you see in life, there are so many things happening. So many things happen to us. There are so many triggers that come to us. But क्या ਅਸੀਂ handle कर सकते हैं? We don't handle. We go into a cocoon. ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਖੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਪਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਐਂਜ਼ਾਈਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਰੋਗ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ, mood swings ਆ ਜਾਣਗੇ, ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੇ. Why? Because we are not able to handle it. Why? Because we are not able to let go. We can only let go if we accept it. And we will only accept it if we have the knowledge. And knowledge and wisdom तद ही आएगा अगर से पहले aware तो होइए. Awareness तो चाहिए first day. So you see step by step. First be aware. Be aware of two things. मन दा awareness and self awareness दा. दोनों चीज़ां ਤੁਹਾਡੇ अंदर है. कूड़ भी अंदर है. The positive energy नाम भी अंदर है. The oneness, the soul consciousness is there. ये लड़ाई दोनों दी है. Become aware. Now when you become aware, then the next is acknowledgement of the knowledge. Know the difference between knowledge and wisdom. पूरी जिंदगी ਅਸੀਂ खाली knowledge ही ਲੈਂਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਆ और अपने आप ਨੂੰ बड़ा ज्ञानी समझ लेता कि ਸਾਨੂੰ बड़ा कुछ पता है. खाली रॉबर्ट वाके नोटिफिकेशन पूरी गीता पढ़ लेती, पूरा रामायण पढ़ लेता, पूरा ग्रंथ पढ़ लेता, पूरी बाइबल पढ़ लेती, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ बड़े ज्ञानी हो गए. We just read it for the knowledge, but we never made it into wisdom. So from awareness we entered into taking all the knowledge, understanding the difference between knowledge, wisdom and intuitions. और ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ knowledge ਹੋਈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ wisdom आई, ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ the power of accepting. The next A, acceptance. And what was the acceptance? Why? Because the concepts have become very clear because of the knowledge, because of the wisdom. ਜਦੋਂ accept ਕੀਤਾ, then जितने भी ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੇ burdens ਹਨ, जितने baggages ਹਨ, we let go. We let go. Now, when we are letting go all of them, then what do we do? We are becoming the warriors. We will not become a victim. We will not become a victim. Only अंदर दी खेल चल रही है. Why? We are doing the internal locus of control. Very, very important. And we are empowering ourselves. ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀ acceptance ਹੋ ਗਈ, acceptance हो गई. So then now, what will our actions be? कुछ भी सानू होंदा है, we will not react. Every action has a reaction. Every action has a reaction. Action and reaction versus action and respond. Action, reaction is going to put you into a soup. Because ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਾਂ. उसने एक मारे, मैं दो मारे, उसे चार मारे, मैं 8 मारे, उसे 2 गालां कटी, मैं 4 गालां कटियां. अगर नहीं बोले तो अंदर ही अंदर पी करके ਅਸੀਂ मार पाएंगे. Because this is action and a reaction. What are we learning? Action and response. In life, there are a lot of things that are going to come to us, a lot of triggers that are going to come to us. Whole life, there are triggers coming. We have to stop reacting. For every action, we have to respond. Now, how will we respond? We will respond very beautifully. Why? Because the first 3 A's we have taken. We have taken the responsibility with awareness. Aware हो गए, ਅਸੀਂ अपने thoughts ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਕੀਤਾ, ਅਸੀਂ knowledge ਨੂੰ wisdom में change ਕੀਤਾ. And then we have accepted and let go. And now you take, उन कुछ भी आएगा, कोई भी actions आएंगे, कोई भी triggers आएंगे, what will you do? You will not react. You will not react. Because you have got those first 3 A's with you. Very, very important, the first 3 A's. ਹੁਣ ਉਸ 3 A's ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ respond ਕਰੋਗੇ. How? You are always aware of yourself. Self-awareness. 24 hours, 12 awareness. I have that identity, the flawless identity, the soul conscious. Man tu jot swarup hai. I have the divinity power. I'm the oneness. I'm the walking, talking God on earth. I have that power. You see, you're becoming a warrior because that awareness has come to you. And you know कि मन दे अंदर कूड़ भी चल रहे हैं. उसके अंदर पता कि मन दे अंदर कूड़ भी चल रहे हैं. But now you know कि दोनों चीजें हैं. So the next A you have taken is the knowledge. How are you going to counteract? You have got all the Shastra, you got the Granths, you got the holy books. You take all the knowledge from there and you start following it, abiding it. And when you walk on it, then you experience it. And when you have experienced it, knowledge has turned into wisdom. Transformation has started taking place. You will go into high spirit. Chaddi kala mein chale jaoge. There will be total happiness and peace. You will find that you're becoming a warrior, you're empowering, you're becoming a warrior. और जब knowledge हो गई, then total acceptance में चले जाओगे. Okay, जो भी हो रहा है, it's beautiful. Now I have the knowledge, I have the wisdom, I have the intuition, I'm aware of my own identity. Now I totally accept. And now I let go. What do I let go? All that burden, all that kachra, all those old memories that were harming this body because I'm becoming aware. So when I let go, then now what will happen? Triggers are going to come. The last A actions are going to come. All triggers are going to come. You are not going to react. You are going to respond. And how will you respond? Totally according to spirituality. According to spirituality. तुसी अपना आपा नहीं खोओगे. You will not lose your balance. Because slowly मन तगड़ा होता जा रहा है. मन warrior बनता जा रहा है. Empower होता जा रहा है. वो जगह जगह ते टह टेरी नहीं होएगा. किसी ने कुछ कह देता तो रुस जाएंगे. No, it's okay. Because concepts are becoming very clear because of the scriptures. Knowledge आ गई है. ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਕੀਤਾ और एक्सपेरिमेंट भी ਕੀਤਾ. ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਯੈਸ ਜੀ ਬੜਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਜੀ. ਸਾਡੇ ਰੋਗ ਵੀ ਦੂਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਜੀ. ਸਾਡਾ ਤਾਂ ਮਨ ਵੀ ਖੇੜੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਿਆ. Yes. So whatever action will come, you will not react. Whatever action will come, you will respond by taking the responsibility. So these are the 4 A's which you have to be very careful. If you don't understand, please, it's my humble request, you must, because this series we have started because we have to empower each and every one. We have to empower. बहुत हो गया, बहुत मौज मस्ती हो गई. Every month we come up with series and all. But yes, now become more serious. I know you all are very serious about it, but now become more serious because we are trying to cover up every aspect of how to empower ourselves. So this is where the power lies within us. Don't give your remote to anyone. Now you understood. All this is within the game. ਅਸੀਂ अपना रिमोट जो हम लोगों को दे देते हैं. उसने बुरा बोला, हम गुस्से में आ गए. उसने कुछ बोला, मेरा मूड स्विंग शुरू हो गया. That person making me dance. No, take back your remote. So what happens? Take back your power. And remember one thing. The first thing I told you, that you are the creator of your own destiny. We know these thoughts where you're being aware of, wherever you are being aware of your thoughts, or you are taking the knowledge, the second A, or the third, the acceptance. All this is a package for you to make you a warrior. And this is going to create a beautiful destiny for you. Because we know now how to fight against the negative forces. We know that we are responsible for it. And we are taking now the remote in our own hand. And we're not going to live like a victim. We are going to empower ourselves. You have to just verbally say, we are the divine power. The oneness is within us. The divinity power is within me. I have the power of my own thoughts. I can create a beautiful world inside. And so stop blaming. Those people and all who are in the internal locus of control create beautiful destiny. Who are in the external locus of control, they're always in the blame game. always in the blame game, because they're not ready to take the responsibility. They're not ready to become aware. They're not ready to go into acceptance. They're not ready to take knowledge into wisdom. Knowledge le lenge, but not wisdom. When they're on outside in the external forces, they're always having action with the reaction. Those who are in the internal locus of control will never have an action to a reaction. They will always have an action with a response. So today, please go through it. Go through it once, twice. Please listen to it. See all the slides and all. And just remember the 4 A's: your awareness, acknowledgement of the knowledge, wisdom, and intuition, acceptance and let go. And then comes the action with a response. No action with a reaction. ये 4 A's याद करो. This is what you have to take a responsibility. This is not your responsibility that I have to follow this 4 A's. Then only you can empower yourself. So now, any doubt, please, is my request, please put up your questions. Any doubts, please put up your questions. Hanji Rimple ji.
Yes, Buaji.
Hanji.
Before we take some question, I would like Manish to add something, he said. Can I?
Okay, yes, definitely.
Manish, are you here? Where are you?
Yes, I'm here, but it was
You
so
can unmute yourself.
I've unmuted. Can you listen to me? Am I audible?
Yes, Manish, we can listen.
Yeah. So actually, I was so lost in Buaji's this thing lecture that really I don't know what to add today. But yeah, very apt what Buaji told, very systematically, like how you can systematically हम इसको implement कर सकते हैं अपनी life में. That first was awareness, self-awareness, because somehow we are so much connected to our outside world. जो बुआजी ने बोला that body consciousness, that mind consciousness, we don't go beyond that. कि हम जो 5 कोश के बने, we don't go to the self. That understanding of self is so important. अगर आपको जो बुआ जी ने fear बोला, that fear part, if you want to move out of fear and live in the moment, then if you understand that you are this consciousness which cannot be created, which cannot be destroyed, which is like always present, then all the fear goes away. You start living in the moment. Automatically you are like, you become one with the divine. जो एक ओंकार बोलते हैं, that I was just reading about, गुरबानी आज पढ़ रहा था, उसमें आया एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पूरक. तो that एक ओंकार हमें कभी समझना नहीं है. जो बहुत सी नॉलेज बोल के नहीं छोड़ना है, रिचुअल नहीं है कि हम उसको पढ़ के भूल गए. Bhaji, can you just throw more light on ek onkar, only these 2 words, because very relevant to what you taught today. Yeah.
Yes. See, because Ek Onkar Sat Nam is on your self-awareness. Now, Ek Onkar is just not verbally saying Ek Onkar Sat Nam. No. You have to live it. You have to live it. So, Ek Onkar means the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer. Now, we know that he is there. That means this system is going on inside. Now, how do we become the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer? There's a word inside. कहते हैं ना, जो ब्रह्मांड है सोई पिंड है. जो बाहर का ब्रह्मांड है वो अंदर में भी ब्रह्मांड है. So, but जो खोजेगा उसी को मिलेगा. So what happens when we understand that Ek Onkar is the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer? So that world inside is what? Of only thoughts. Is a thoughts. It creates a world, you know. It can create hell also, it can create heaven also. So if I have created a world of hell with all my demons and chor jo andar बैठी हैं, and I realize, oh, I'm the creator, and I've been sustaining it, and I've diseased myself. Now I know I'm the Ek Onkar. I can destroy this. I have the power to destroy it. So how do I destroy it? I connect to my self. Because that self is my identity. अरे इंसान तुम कर क्या रहे हो? Your identity is what? You're the soul conscious, Mantu Jot Swarup hai. And what are you playing up with? Oh, that myself is there. So then what do? I take all the beautiful virtues and I destroy that other world of hell and I create a beautiful world inside. And then I sustain it. Now I sustain it. And what will happen? My body becomes absolutely arog ho jayega. Rishte meethe ho jayenge. Man, it will be in high spirit. And I am totally connected to the self. So these words and all are just not to be read. We have to learn to live it.
Right.
We have to
Absolutely.
live it.
Yes, absolutely. Because my request to all of you is that you don't just take the sessions like a pravachan chal raha hai, some buaji is giving sermon kind of
Mhm.
thing. Actually, make notes, read it, implement, study it. What I tell to my students is always study these concepts. And whenever you are in a dire straight situation, in some difficulty, in some challenge, any problems in life, go back to these notes. Connect to the basics, connect to the roots. Then it will convert into wisdom. Yeah, next point, what Bhuaji very rightly said, again, I would like to elaborate about thoughts. Like we have been like conditioned to think negatively. बचपन से हमें सिखाया जाता है what is wrong in our lives, and we always focus on that one negative thing. So one more thing that I learned from my teachers, that how you can control your thoughts is by getting in touch with your feelings. Because thoughts, we get so many thoughts all the time. We on an average 60,000 thoughts we get every day. So it is not possible कि हम वो 60,000 thoughts के बारे में सोचते रहे. But your feelings are like a feedback mechanism. So if you are feeling bad, you understand that something is wrong with your thoughts. So if we just shift our thoughts, then automatically your feelings will improve. You will start feeling better. So it's a very good feedback mechanism, your feelings. Yes. And last, I would like to elaborate on responsibility. Like word में ही है responding with ability. Vaji very beautifully explained that how we are like living in an autopilot mode, that we are just reacting to situation, not responding with ability. So I frankly believe these things should be taught in school. अगर आपके घर में बच्चे हैं, उनको बैठाइए, खाली सुनाइए बुआ जी को, जिंदगी बदल जाएगी लोगों की. Like how we want our kids to be happy in life, successful in life, then this knowledge is a must. What we are learning, maybe I just read the आज session here. I logged in at 7:10. It's such a good knowledge Jivan Jach is doing, that they are teaching us a new way of life, that this is how you have to live life. Our scriptures that are there since thousands of years, it is readily available, and people like Buaji are like अपना इतना effort दे रहे हैं without any charging anything, without any cost, day and night they are like. So my request to all of you is implement this in your life and then see magic happen. What felt, healing hoti hai, a lot of healing happens from within, because a lot of diseases that are happening. I got a call from a student today. She was like new student. She told me that their lifetime savings have gone in medical care, in health care. Why? Because their thoughts are not right. So many of us struggling because of our thoughts. We are only struggling our own mind, and 95% of diseases are psychosomatic in nature. Why should we suffer when we have people like Bhuaji, Jeevan Jach with us, who are readily available on a call? So don't suffer alone. Implement these things in your life. And हमें एक नया तरीका सीखना है जीने का, कि भले ही हमें देर हो गई है. Yes, we have like कोई 50 साल का हो गया, कोई 40 साल का हो गया, but it's never too late to start again. They say ना, it's you cannot go back and make a new beginning, but you can start today and make a beautiful ending. लाइक यू आर द ऑथर ऑफ योर ओन लाइफ. एक बुक आप लिख रहे हैं, उसके ऑथर आप ही हैं. आज एक नया पन्ना स्टार्ट करिए. मैं तो बोलता हूँ न्यू पन्ना, दिस लोकस ऑफ कंट्रोल, दैट वी, यस, वी सरेंडर टू लाइफ. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम सिचुएशंस कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं. वी एक्सेप्ट अवर सिचुएशन, बट व्हाट वी कैन कंट्रोल इज अवर एटीट्यूड. हम कैसे उस पर रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हाउ वी रिस्पॉन्ड टू सिचुएशंस, हाउ वी रिस्पॉन्ड टू पीपल, हाउ वी रिस्पॉन्ड टू आवर ओन सेल्फ, दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि हम अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. बिकॉज समहाउ वी ऑलवेज ब्लेम अवर सेल्फ फॉर अवर लाइफ सिचुएशंस. वी फॉरगेट, हमारे अंदर भी एक चाइल्ड है, हमारे अंदर भी एक बच्चा है, जिसको वी नीड टू लाइक, उसको भी प्यार देना है. दैट सेल्फ लव, इट इज अगेन वेरी इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ये सब इम्प्लीमेंट करिए, देन सी हाउ हम एक नया तरीका सीखते हैं. सो बुआ जी, कैन आई एंड विद अ सॉन्ग? एक छोटा सा सॉन्ग प्ले करूं? आई वुड लाइक
Of
टू.
course, definitely, definitely, definitely.
So this is a song from the movie जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. Just enjoy the song. This song is about living life, कि देर हो गई पर मैंने अब जीना सीख लिया. I'm going to play the song. Just show me a thumbs up, Rimple, when you listen to
देर लगी लेकिन मैंने अब है जीना सीख लिया. जैसे भी हों दिन, मैंने मैंने अब है जीना सीख लिया, अब मैंने ये जाना है, खुशी है क्या गम क्या, दोनों ही दो पल की है रुते, न ये ठहरे ना रुके, जिंदगी दो रंगों से बने, अब रूठे अब मने, यही तो है, यही तो है यहाँ।
Such a beautiful song that जिंदगी में दुख भी है सुख भी है, this too shall pass. Such a beautiful message. And अब हमने जीना सीख लिया है. So everybody agree, show me a thumbs up. We are learning a new way to live life through जीवन जाच through बुआ जी. Yeah. My life has changed completely. बुआ जी जब से मेरी जिंदगी 2 साल हो गए, लगभग 1.5 साल हो गए. After connecting to her, my life has like turned 180 degrees. Such so confidence I get in taking these sessions. So thank you, बुआ जी. Thank you very much, जीवन जाच. Any questions you can take now? Any questions you have? One by one. Yeah, Bubbly has a question. Yeah, Bubbly. Yeah. You can unmute yourself.
हाँ जी, क्या हाल है बिंद्री जी? Sorry, I just want to ask to see. I missed your 4 A's. What were they? First is awareness.
The second is acknowledgement of knowledge,
Acknowledgement.
wisdom, and intuition.
हाँ
And
जी,
the third is acceptance.
अच्छा,
And the
okay,
fourth is action, which
action.
you have to
Okay.
go back with a response rather than having an action and a reaction.
ठीक है, चलो, it was very good actually.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
Bubbly जी, ये वीडियो YouTube पे अपलोड होने वाला है. You can check out on YouTube also. ये बाद में
अच्छा,
आप
okay.
आप
हाँ
रिकॉर्डिंग
जी,
देख.
ठीक है, हाँ
Yes.
ठीक है. I listen
भगवान
to
दास जी,
it.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है भगवान
Thank
दास.
you जी.
थैंक यू.
सत श्री अकाल बुआ जी.
Sat Shri Akal ji, how are you, bacha?
I
How are
am
you?
fine, thank you. I wanted to give my attendance basically.
Okay. Yes,
The point-
yes. Needed.
But I just was trying to fight myself that, we have been talking about so many things. One thing which came to my mind is that this karma theory, which you've been explaining so many times, and contrary to that, this creating your own destiny. Please, will you explain that?
See, creating a destiny is what? Whatever seed you sow, whatever thought you sow is going to manifest. What you manifest, it comes as triggers in life. That is a destiny that you create. So that means who is responsible? We are responsible. If I sow a beautiful thought with a beautiful emotion, it will manifest. And what will I get? I will get a lot of love and happiness from the universe. So that is my destiny. आज मेरे साथ अगर बहुत कुछ triggers आ रहे हैं, जो दुख है, धोखा है, criticism है, ये सारे triggers क्या है? ये destiny मैंने खुद create की है, क्योंकि मैंने इसका बीज तो मैंने खुद बोया है. कहाँ पे? In my subconscious mind. That is the Chitragupta. And he says, you have sowed it, you are trapped. The law of attraction will work, and the cause and effect will start. These are the laws of the universe. The compensation, the law of the compensation, the law of the corresponding, all these laws will start working. Because hukam hi naam hai, eko naam hukam hai, God is law. The whole world is under the law of the universe. No one can go outside the law of the universe. So the law says that whatever seeds you put into your subconscious mind, where it is going to be programmed, they are going to manifest. So if I sow a bad seed, I will have a bad situation coming. And that situation is going to be my destiny. So now I'm going to be very alert. I'm going to be very aware. It is in my hand. I am going to create. Now I don't want to create any bad destiny. Now I want to create a good destiny. So I will have good thoughts, good emotions. I will be sowing it into my subconscious mind, and that is going to manifest. So I know the mechanism now. So become aware of your thoughts now.
But what we have been talking about is, this karma theory and the prarabdha.
Okay. See, again, you're talking about what you sow, so shall you reap. You're
Correct.
talking about जो पहले किया है. Okay,
हाँ.
जो मैंने पहले किया है, उसकी मेरी destiny already बन चुकी है. बिकॉज जो भी बीच, आई एम नॉट टेकिंग इन टू द पास्ट लाइफ, आई एम नॉट टेकिंग इन टू द पास्ट लाइफ. हो
Correct.
सकता है बचपन में ही मैंने,
But-
आई टोल्ड यू ना, ड्यूरिंग द पेरेंटिंग वी डू पेरेंटिंग व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज इन द मदर्स वूम, the seeds have already gone. When the child comes and the child starts behaving in a very abnormal way, becomes a very atrocious, very violent, very violent child, तो हम कहते हैं बच्चा इतना छोटा कहां से हो गया? क्योंकि जो माँ के गर्भ में था, जो माँ की थिंकिंग थी, वो थॉट्स उसने सक कर लिए. That is the mechanism. That is why we say parenting when the child is in the mother's womb. So he sucked it. Now that is manifesting. That is going to manifest. So at times we sow the seed during our youth and we are going to have the fruits when we grow up. हम जब बड़े होते हैं तो हमको ना हमने क्या किया, ऐसा क्या किया. We have always been in a blame game, sorry to say. जब हमारे साथ कुछ होता तो हम कहते हमने क्या किया, हम तो पढ़ लिख के शादी हुई, हमको किसने कहा, हमने कौन सा ऐसा काम किया जो हम लोग ने इतना दुख डाला है, हमने ऐसा क्या काम किया था कि मेरा शरीर इतना रोगी हो गया. But then what did it tell? किया तो है, because the law says what you sow so shall you reap. What you sow so shall you reap. तो बोया तो है. बेशक मैंने 2 साल पहले, बेशक 10 साल पहले, बेशक ड्यूरिंग माय चाइल्डहुड, बोया तो है. उसका ही फल मैं खा रही हूं. अब कोई फल बीज बोते हैं ना तो 6 महीने में आ जाता है, कोई बीज बोते हैं तो 2 साल में आता है. इमली का बो तो 32 इयर्स लेते हैं उसको आने के लिए. तो हर फल जो है वो अपने टाइम से रखता है. बट वी फॉरगेट. हमने कब किया, हमने तो किया ही नहीं था. I have to know, you don't take the responsibility, but you have to take the responsibility because this is the law of the universe. This is the ultimate truth. Everything they say, the law of the correspondence, the law of the compensation, the law of the cause and effect, the law of what you sow, so shall you reap. These are the laws. You cannot overlook it. So we have to accept, boya to hai, which has gone into the universe. अब वो कब वापस आएगा, किसके थ्रू आएगा, we don't know. This also is a very big theory of the frequency and all, which I don't want you to go because it's a very heavy topic on this. But it goes into the universe and the certain people will come with those type of lessons to you. What are they? They're all your destiny created by you.
Can you tell me what is the difference between karma and prarabdha?
Anjin, Manish, can you say what?
Yes. So see, karma and prarabdha, this is like a war that is going on between what is in my control and what happens to me, right? If I get the question right.
Yes.
Yeah. Because somehow we are taught that we are not in control, we are not the doer, we are just instruments. We are just instruments. Karne wala koi aur hai, and main to ek instrument hu, right? Then why did God gave us this power of will? So see, what I have learned, I'm reading about Swami Vivekananda right now. So मैं उनको quote करना चाहूंगा that what he says, that whatever you are today has been the result of your past actions. It also means that whatever you want to be in future will be affected by your present actions. So you have the power to live in the now. So rather than finding about reasons why this is happening to me, let us do what we can do in the moment. Because past is all in memory, future is all in imagination. Tomorrow we will be alive or not, it's not guaranteed. Then why do we, why do we make this, हम माइंड में इतना उसको खिचड़ी बनाए कि whether it's prarabdha, whether it's law of karma, whether it's destiny, or whether it's free will. See, these things are important. Yes, what question is very relevant. But if we focus on the present moment, what we can do best, your job is done. Because ultimately what we can do, what karma says, what Bhagavad Gita says, that do your best and let life do the rest. That if I am taking this session, I will give my best. Whether people like it or not like it, whether they implement it or not, that's not my prarabdha. That's not in my hands. So my duty is to live in the moment first. जो आज हमने 4 steps सीखा about first, most important is self awareness. Then जो आगे हमने 3 steps सीखा, right up to action, acceptance, very important, these things, these concepts, because this will allow you to stay in the moment. Because why we should like go to the past? बोलते वासनाएं पिछले जन्म से भी आती है sometimes. From the past lives you get vasana. So how can you go back to the past life and change it? Why not focus on the present, which is in your control? Yes, but you understand that there is a higher reality that is running the show. So I am giving my best today. I did my work. I ate the best foods. I did my exercise. I was thinking the right thoughts. I associated with the right people. I did what best I can do. Let leave it to let the results are not in our hand. Basically, if you ask me ना कि हम कर्म कर सकते हैं, फल हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. फिर जो फल आया हम उसको एक्सेप्ट करते हैं. अगर मेरे हिसाब से आया तो बहुत बढ़िया. मेरे हिसाब से नहीं आया तो मे बी यूनिवर्स हैज समथिंग बिगर इन माइंड फॉर मी. ये सोच के हम संतोष करके हम अगला दिन फिर उसी उमंग से जीना है, फिर उसी एंथुजियाज्म के साथ जीना है. तो ऐसे जिंदगी धीरे धीरे बीत जाएगी, हमें पता भी नहीं चलेगा. बिकॉज लाइफ कहाँ जीना है, हमें प्रेजेंट में जीना है. कोई एक पल आने वाला नहीं है जब हम खुश रहेंगे. इस पल में अगर हम खुश नहीं है ना, हम कभी खुश नहीं रह सकते. तो जस्ट लिव इन द मोमेंट, डू योर ड्यूटीज, सरेंडर द रिजल्ट्स. Yes, I hope you answered your questions, Bhagwan Das ji.
Yes, yes, fine. Basically, it's like Buaji said, nothing is in our control. Again, though we are saying internal control, external, but still quite a few things are beyond our control, but we have to bring them down to our control. That's what we are trying to learn.
Our response, our attitude is under our control. Viktor Frankl ने क्या बोला था? Everything can be taken away from a man, but last of his freedoms क्या है? Your own attitude. How you respond to situations is in your control. This can never be taken away from you right until your death. How you respond to situations. So we have control. We have a good amount of control over our own response. And that is all we can do. Rest is all in God's hand. Yes.
So that is why when we do the respond, no, we have to go through all the 4 A's. We have to be aware. We have to acknowledge the knowledge, and then acceptance, and then action and a response.
अनवर उसके ऊपर भी जैसे बीके शिवानी बोलती इंटेंट.
The intent.
उससे
That's
गेन.
also.
Well, thank you.
Yes, Surjit ji question next. Yeah, Surjit.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
God bless.
Yes, Surjit ma'am.
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. ਭੂਆ ਜੀ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ. ਐਂਡ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਟੂ ਮਨੀਸ਼ ਸਰ ਆਲਸੋ, ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਥਾਟਸ ਔਰ ਫੀਲਿੰਗਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੱਸਿਆ. ਭੂਆ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ. ਹੁਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਸੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਐਮਪੈਥੀ ਹੈ, ਕਾਈਂਡਨੈਸ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਪਰਸਨਲ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਅੱਛੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਲੇਕਿਨ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਐਮਪੈਥੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂ ਕਾਈਂਡਨੈਸ ਕੀਤੀ, ਉਹ ਉਸਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਉਠਾਉਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, more and more. This happens to me. मतलब मेरा अपना एक्सपीरियंस है, और इसी करके मैं आज मतलब इसी चीज ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਵੀ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ. ਸੋ what to do in that situation? ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਐਮਪੈਥੀ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, एवरीवन. ਜੀਵਨ ਜਾਚ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ 3 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਔਰ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹਦਾ ਜੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ, ਉਹਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰੀ?
That is your perception.
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਇਹ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ.
But that is your perception. This is all ignorance. If it is actually an empathy, देखो, empathy also is not a small topic. It has got 5 types of empathy. There's a difference between empathy, apathy, and sympathy. There's a difference. And if you take empathy, then empathy, there are 5 of empathy. Cognitive empathy, there is also, there is a type of somatic energy, there is a spiritual empathy. We are more lying on the spiritual empathy. When spiritual empathy comes, means that you enter into a person's shoe and you are giving them the whole tools, but you are not going to be wounded. अगर बाहर आके किसी ने तुहानू कह दिया तुसी तो wound हो गए,
ਨਹੀਂ, ਬਾਹਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹੀ ਬੰਦਾ ਅਗਰ ਮਤਲਬ ਸਾਡਾ ਨਜਾਇਜ਼ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਉਠਾਉਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, ਲਾਈਕ ਸੇਇੰਗ
that
ਦਿਸ.
means your focus is outside. Your kindness or your empathy for a person is that no one should blame you. That is their story. It is their way. That means your empathy and your kindness is finished, because you are focusing on that isn't on your expectation. Your expectation is what? That I have done an empathy, I have done my kindness, and now people should say, wow. But what happened? People said that log the faida uthan din tuade karke galtiyan hoyi hain because you have been too kind. So what happened? It has affected you. It has affected you. So that means there's an energy of expectations there. So this is not empathy. This is not kindness. There's a very thin line. You have to understand. Spiritual empathy and you having spiritual kindness wants nothing in return. You are just flowing. It is absolutely a spiritual, it is absolutely a positive energy.
ਨਹੀਂ ਭੂਆ ਜੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਾਂ, ਲਾਈਕ someone was ਮਤਲਬ very close to us, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਬਿਮਾਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਬਹੁਤ ਬਿਮਾਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਸੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਨੇ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਹੈਲਪ ਔਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਮੈਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਾਂਗਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਲੋਜ਼ ਹਨ, ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੋਰਲੀ ਦਿਆਂਗਾ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਨੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਜਦ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬੈਠੋ, ਕਿ ਵੈਰੀ ਕਲੋਜ਼ ਨੇ, ਬੈਠਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਸਹੀ, ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰ, ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੁੱਤਰਾ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੁੱਤਰਾ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੀ ਘੱਟ ਕਰਤਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣੀ, ਹੋਰ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਐਂਡ ਸਮਟਾਈਮਸ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਥੋੜੇ ਜੇ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਮਤਲਬ ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਵਾਟ
taking you for
ਹੈਪਨਸ।
a ride. You feel as if now they're taking you for a ride. ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਤੇ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਉੱਤੇ
ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ
ਚਾਹੀਦਾ।
ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਗੱਲ, ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ, ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਰੇ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮਨੀ can carry on ਬੱਚਾ।
Yeah, sorry Bhuaji. Yeah.
So what will you say? The people are going to take her for granted. Is she supposed to be bothered, or is she supposed to be more alert about it?
She should be happy about it.
Happy about
because you are a giver, basically you are a giver कि हाँ चलो ले लो। See, ultimately have this faith that whatever अपने नसीब में होगा ना मिल जाएगा हमें, that whatever is in my destiny will come to me in whatever ways it can. So let मुझसे जो लेना है आप ले लो, my knowledge, my wealth, क्या चाहिए आपको, what do you want? Basically people are just, they are insecurity. See, if somebody is behaving like that now, they are insecure about themselves. That's why they try to take advantage of you. So you just be a giver, you just be that unconditional self, that wherein you बोलते हैं ना, you don't look at others as others. What we learn in Vedanta, वो don't look कि हाँ, look at them for empathy, जो बोलते हैं ना कि एक दया की भावना से देखना है, compassion की भावना से देखना है हमें, करुणा की भावना से, that maybe he's going through some pain in life, that's why he is behaving like that. And see, we are not full fools. हम कोई fools नहीं है कि we will like let them take advantage of us. Certain boundaries have to be drawn. Obviously, certain boundaries have to be drawn. That this is the boundary I will not let him or her cross. But at the same time, be happy that somebody is trying to take advantage of you. That you have something that you can give to him. Okay, so you have something more than that person. So I should be happy if somebody is taking advantage of me. I'm happy. चलो ठीक है यार. That at least I have something within me that I can give to that person. Yeah. So it's just a perception, just like shift in perception that we need. So it will be solved.
Thank. Then it's okay. Then it's okay. So fine. Thank you so much. क्योंकि बहुत confusion हो जाता था. Then it's okay.
Yeah. So I want to conclude with today's topic also what Sujit ma'am asked कि आज हमने यही सीखा ना, locus of control. So locus मतलब ही क्या है? Center of my point, right? Control. तो वही बुआ जी ने बताया कि इंटरनल क्या है, कि सेंटर ऑफ कंट्रोल मेरे पास है, राइट? मैं डिसीजन ले रही हूँ, तो आपने जैसे डिसीजन लेके नहीं, आई हैव टू बी मोर एम्पैथेटिक और आई हैव टू बी काइंडनेस, दैट इज योर डिसीजन एंड यू हैव टू बी इन हाई स्पिरिट। बुआ जी हमें ये समझाते ना, तुम्हारा और तुम्हारा स्पिरिट इतना हाई रहना चाहिए ना कि वो एनर्जी जो उधर से आ रही है ना वो पास ही ना करे हमारे अंदर से। बट हम एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर, हम आउटसाइड एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर को हमें कंट्रोल करने दे रहे हैं, इसलिए हम ये फील कर रहे हैं, राइट बुआ जी? क्यों फील
Yes.
कर? क्योंकि हम उन्हें उनसे इन्फ्लुएंस हो रहे हैं। सो आई थिंक आई एग्री कि हम इससे भी ऊपर जाएंगे, बट यस वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन आवर इंटरनल
work. Yes, we have to work.
थैंक यू सो मच। सो सवनीत, यस मैं सुजीत मैम, डन?
Yes.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
एक लास्ट
क्योंकि
पॉइंट
उन्होंने जो कह दिता कि यस कि यू आर लकी, आई शुड से यही किया उन्होंने, तो इट्स ओके, इट्स ओके। क्योंकि कई बारी इस तरह लगता सी और कुछ लोग भी सानू बोलते सी, लेकिन बुआ जी ने भी कहा कि डोंट केयर अबाउट अदर्स, और जो मनीष जी ने कहा दैट्स वेरी फाइन।
और जो जीवन जज का ऑब्जेक्टिव ही है, आप
हाँ
सिवाय
हाँ हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी।
सर।
और जीवन जात नाल जुड़ के तो खैर बहुत कुछ पाया, और जो ਭੂਆ जी ने पहले लॉज करवाए सी, लॉज ऑफ यूनिवर्स, ग्रेट। वो मैं एक एक चीज लिखी सी और वो मैं अक्सर पढ़नी है, जो मनीष जी ने दसिया कि पढ़ना चाहिए, दैट वाज वेरी ग्रेट थिंग।
Thank you, ma'am, so much.
One last thing I would say, that we talk about neki kar darya mein dal. You follow that, everything will be all right.
कोई ना किसी का भला कर और भूल जा, ये
Bhul
ना।
jao. Yes, that's true.
ठीक है ना बिंद्री जी?
हाँ जी
Yes,
हाँ जी
yes.
हाँ जी हाँ जी, थैंक यू
Let
सो
me
मच।
take the
Thank
last
you.
question today, Savneet.
Sat Shri Akal, Bua ji. Thank you so much for a wonderful session. It was so nice, and even Manishi, whatever he explained. But I have a very small question. What the previous question was that about like selflessly giving, but do you have to keep in mind the boundaries? Because I feel that you should have boundaries, even if you're helping somebody, or even if you're in a situation taking control of yourself where you feel that you know like I need to take care of myself first before I give out to others. It could be anything for that matter. Is that also something you would like to please?
Anji Manish.
Yeah, so here, Vaji asked me to respond to this. So this is like a hierarchy of duties, I would say. What we learned in yoga also, that your first duty is towards yourself. How can you help others if you cannot help yourself first? How can you love others if you cannot love yourself? How can you give to others unless you have that thing? So you're not being selfish if you first take care of yourself, your family, your work, and then care about society, then care about humanity. So you're always right if you like not draw boundaries. I would say it is not drawing boundaries. It is being very very logical. I would say that हम पहले खुद का ध्यान रखेंगे, परिवार का ध्यान रखेंगे, हमारे कामकाज का ध्यान रखेंगे, and then we worry about others, or then we think of helping others. So it's a very logical thing what you said. Nothing wrong about it. Nothing wrong about it. Yes.
And one more thing. So I know situations come and we just have a habit of saying, oh, that person or XYZ said something to us. That is how we react negative. But what the crux I'm understanding is, instead of blaming others, we should do a self introspection of ourselves and just go through these points that, okay, I'm aware that this is something that maybe I have done something wrong. Because I understand with what Buaji tells always, that everybody, it's all universal. There is a God present in everybody, every creature. So whatever, like maybe he's going through, it's like empathy, coming back to the same thing. It's like empathy towards others, that, okay, maybe the other person is also going through a challenging situation, that he's responding in some way. Is that, because I'm trying to understand the whole 4 points and just put myself in a situation that, okay, something like that happens. So instead of putting the blame on others, that, okay, that person is blaming like that, and I'm just like, oh no, it's his responsibility, I take the blame on myself and say that, okay, it's okay to let go, and just for my peace
I
of
will
mind.
not say that take the blame, I will not take the blame. I will take the responsibility. Take the responsibility that whatever is coming, the triggers that are coming and all, I take the responsibility, because the universe response is not doing any, it's just responding to me. Bas. It is just responding to me. Whatever I'm giving, it is responding to me. Let it be good or let it be bad. So you have to take the responsibility. That is why today we did the first session of responsibility with the 4 A's.
Okay. So even if a person is in a different country and we say something, so that means vibes do go.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
The thought process, the energy, the frequency travels much, much faster than sound and light. Much faster. Much faster.
It's like a radio signal. It's like a radio signal that is always going on.
Yes,
and you are
yes.
always you are always communicating with the universe. That universal.
That is why it says, no, that the power of the thoughts. That is the thing. This is the power of the thoughts. You can create miracles in your life. You can destroy
everybody.
By just taking care of yourself, taking your responsibility, just taking care of your own mindset, taking care of your own emotions. Was. बस इनका खाली ध्यान रखो, ये कहीं पे भी बिगड़ गया तो इसका जो रिस्पॉन्ड मिलेगा विल बी वेरी बैड.
See, basically, if I just add one thing to it, that you cannot control others, like what others do
Yeah.
to you cannot control that. Just let go now. Okay, if he's saying something to you, ultimately there has to be like indifference after a certain point of time. If somebody is harassing you for no reason, then you have to be like be indifferent to that person. Yeah. Because you cannot suffer because of others. Why should we suffer because of others? So after a certain point, you have to draw boundaries. I have given my best to this relationship. I have given this best to my person. If other person doesn't value me, I'm okay with it. What can I do more? Yeah, Buaji, you want to add anything to this? Because this thing is really important.
Yeah, what happened? No, there are many things, we don't leave any stone unturned. For example, anyone comes, anyone is wounding you, anything. So as we say, what is so social duty? The universe is responding to you. Or we can say that the person who's telling so many things and all, itni गाली गलौज कर रहा है, he's a wounded person. He's telling his own story. He's telling, ma'am, mama, I want help. I want help. Your visions will change. He's wounded. He wants help. That is what we have been doing in the school and telling the teachers and parents. When your children are doing any things, they're telling you, Mom, I need help. They are wounded. The teachers also will say, the children are telling, Ma'am, I need help. This way of talking and all this, whatever created, they're doing destructive, is actually they are wounded. They are telling their own story and they want help. Your own perception will change. So there are many things, many laws are included in it. All the laws are working side by side. Hanji, Harpreet Singh.
Hope, Savneet, it is clear.
Yes. Thank you so much, Buaji.
And thank God bless you, बच्चे. Hanji.
जस्ट वांट टू ऐड जो मनीष जी ने और सवनीत जी की अभी टॉक चल रही थी, मैं ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਛੋਟੀ ਜੀ ਐਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗਾ। ਜਿਸ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਸਿੱਖੀਜ਼ਮ ਮੰਨਦਾ ਹੈ, ਸਿੱਖੀਜ਼ਮ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਸਟੈਪ ਅੱਗੇ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਸਾਰੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਪਾਇਲਟ। ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਰਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਯੁੱਧ ਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਨਿਹੰਗ ਸਿੰਘ ਲੰਗਰ ਪਕਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਅਗਰ ਉਸ ਵਕਤ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਖਰੀ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਵੀ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਨਾ ਔਰ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਲੰਗਰ ਛਕਣ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਛਕਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਆਈ ਡੋਂਟ ਵੇਟ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਬਚਿਆ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਚਿਆ। ਔਰ ਅਨਦਰ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖੀਜ਼ਮ ਦਾ ਫਰਸਟ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਹੈ। ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਨਾਲ ਐਗਰੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਵੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਹੈਲਥ ਅੱਛੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਗਰ ਕੋਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਆਊਟ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਵੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਨਾ।
Yes, yes. Dekho, bachche, I'll tell you something. This is a norm. This is a discipline of every religion.
Yes.
Every religion this has. You have to go out of the way. You have to you don't have to wait for them to call you. This is actually the empathy. This is called the spiritual empathy. You don't have to wait for anyone.
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਮੈਂ ਉਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਧਰਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਬੇਸਿਕਸ ਨੇ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਛੱਡਦੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਅਗਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਚਿਆ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ, ਜਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਚਿਆ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ, ਐਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਣਾ ਹੈ।
Yes, so we are very proud of Jeevan Jat team. I will say, see, we have a beautiful team where we have Gujaratis, Marwadis, Muslims, Isai. Yes, Buaji. So we all are giver. They all are doing selflessly. So Veer ji आपने बड़ा अच्छा बोला कि Sikhism the principle है, सब religion है. So I think that is evident very rightly in Jeevan Jat. We can see it, Buaji.
Yes.
मैंने आज acknowledge किया कि everybody, Manish sitting here, मतलब doing selflessly, like like so much healing so many lives. मतलब वो खुद ठीक हुआ है और उसको लग रहा है मैं जितना दुनिया को हील कर सकता हूँ मुझे हील करना है। So we are so proud कि we are attracting towards all like-minded people, कि those who are giving so much to the society.
And so COVID is the right example। ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਮੇਰੀ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਡਰ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਾਨ ਖਤਰੇ 'ਚ, ਬਟ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਲੋਕ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਸੜਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਆਕਸੀਜਨ ਦੇ ਸਿਲੰਡਰ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, ਔਰ ਇਵਨ ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਮਸ਼ਾਨ ਘਾਟ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਉਣਾ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਮਸ਼ਾਨ ਘਾਟ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਉਣਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਹੱਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਗਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਡਰ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਵਿਡ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਬਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਜਾਂਚ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ।
Yes, so that thanks to Buaji जिन्होंने फिर COVID-19 जब लिया था जीवन जांच में, तो उन्होंने यही बताया था कि कोविड से ज्यादा लोग की मौत हो रही है फियर से, राइट बुआ जी? तो ये
Yes.
जिन्होंने सेवा की वो निडर थे.
The ones who are full of fear,
Yes.
their frequency goes down to 1.2 Hz. And COVID was 1.90 Hz. So fear is less. Infection and bacteria and COVID was catching them. We were teaching them to become fearless, because when you are fearless, you are in the form of love. When you bring in that energy of love and fearfulness, then your energy goes up to 3.4 to 4.2. COVID cannot touch you. Not only COVID, कोई भी बीमारी नहीं लग सकती, because of the frequency, because of the Hz that are going so high. So you can understand कि डर डर के रहना, कल्पना, when we are angry, when we are jealous, what is it? Why? Because behind all these negative forces, there's an insecurity of fear. And immediately the frequency goes down. रोग पकड़ लेंगे, all the बीमारी चिपक जाएंगे. We have to raise our frequency. We can raise it in frequency way because now we're becoming aware. We're becoming aware of our thoughts. Now we've got the knowledge. And now we are not going to have all the dirt, takam, krodh, lo, moh, ankara, uski puri barat, home. No, we don't want anything now, because we know what is going to do. Our frequency is going down. So we are changing the whole concept of becoming the Ik Onkar. Destroy that world and create a beautiful world inside, and now sustain it.
Very true. Thank you बुआ जी. Thank you मनीष. अंजू जी ने बहुत देर का बुआ जी रेज हैंड किया था, तो मुझे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा कि नहीं ले. अंजू जी प्लीज. हाँ जी.
I just want to say that मेरे अंदर एक tingling हो रही है कि how can I be so much blessed to have Manish and Buaji with me. So I'm feeling very nice. Wow.
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 God bless you. God bless you. Love you, bacha. Love you.
Thank you, Buaji.
Thank you so much. So, yes. Okay, from Jeevan Charge team, we really thanks Vindri Kaurji, Manish from the Holistic Abundance Group, and my entire team of Jeevan Charge. So I want to end today's session with Mahatma Gandhi quote, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world. You must be the change you wish to see in the world." So with this beautiful quote, let's end the session today. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Ram Ram, Walaikum Salam, good night.
So see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you. Thank you.
I do not want all the smiles on your faces. Yeah, smiles on your faces. Please click. Come on, Ripple, please click all of them. Come on, all of you. Just and all of you, please come on, come on. Yes, yes, Vishali.
Kamaljeet, Rajinder.
Yes.
Have a good
All come
laugh.
on. Yes.
परिवर्तन संसार का नियम है.
हाँ
तो मैं
जी.
मनीष का बात बोलती ना, कहते ना हाथ खोलो और अपने आप को सब सेल्फ लव करो जी बुआ जी.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल ऐसे
Y'all
अपने आप हंसो, जोर से हंसो. और क्या है ना. ओके विंद्र जी, I'll try and join
योगा में
tomorrow.
करते हैं ना.
Thank you.
जी.
हाँ
लव
जी.
योरसेल्फ.
Love you.
Okay.